Hello? Yes. All right. Thank you. Hello? Okay. Yes. I hope you can get me now. Yes. So, uh, today is another day for the show. You're watching ID Mind Media, Radio and Television. Please, if you're just joining, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you share and share. Those watching from Instagram, those watching through Facebook, those watching through YouTube, please share as wide as you can. So today we have some good news after the independent march. We have a letter from the Congress of United States, signed by many of the representatives in the United States, asking the United States government to extend the TPS for all Southern Cameroonians in the United States. So that's a good news, because the TPS is a benefit in the United States. I know most people don't understand TPS. Most people know by asylum, but TPS, once TPS is granted to an individual, okay, this individual cannot be detained, okay, even if you are in the United States. You just came to the United States, you can use the TPS. You can apply for the TPS, okay. It will help you to have your work permit, so you can use the TPS and be working while you are arranging for your other documentation, okay. So it is a good status in the United States, where if you're in the United States, even those who are in the United States for many years without papers can still apply for TPS, temporary protective status, okay. So the TPS is a temporary benefit, okay, though it does not lead to lawful permanent resident status or give any other immigration status. So if you have it, it's just for temporary. It means that then the cost, some people ask, does it cost money to apply for TPS? Yes. For those under the age of 14, it costs $50, okay. For those above 14 to 65, it costs $470 with work authorization, okay, and $130 without work authorization. So if you already have work permit, you pay just $130 for the TPS application. But if you don't have work permit, that's where you pay $470, okay. So it is very nice when you have TPS, especially for those people who left Cameroon and they left Ambazonia with the crisis there. You come here, you can immediately apply for TPS, and the good thing is that it does not take 1 month. You have your work permit, because it's a fast-paced program to help, okay, help those people who are have humanitarian crisis, okay. Maybe like what we have in Ambazonia today is a humanitarian crisis, right? Okay. So this temporary protective status has long been used as a humanitarian solution for migrants, especially who are unable to return home safely, okay, and those people who can still use them to apply for other status, okay. But for TPS, it's different from asylum, okay. Asylum, both TPS and asylum are both humanitarian, okay, in nature, okay, and reflect the United States government offering refugees an opportunity to come to the United States, because they are no longer safe in their own home country. That's the purpose. When you are not safe in your home country, also in that regard, the two are very similar in principle, both TPS and asylum, okay, but they are not the same, okay. So people should not confuse between the two, okay. TPS was instated since 1990, okay, and this has allowed countries with unsafe condition. Okay, the purpose is to allow countries with unsafe condition to reside and work legally in the United States. So Ambazonians, if you are here in the United States or you're planning to come to the United States, apply for TPS immediately you arrive. That way you can have a work permit even faster than if you apply for asylum. Okay, the law for asylum is that you can apply for asylum 1 year when you are in the United States. Okay, you should not exceed 1 year to apply for asylum when you are in the United States. I think it applies for most countries too, but I don't know for other countries. But I know that in the United States, if you arrive in the United States, you have you have the chance to stay here for 1 year. Okay, so don't allow 1 year to exceed before you apply for asylum. Apply for asylum before 1 year exceeds. If not, the asylum will not be granted. Okay, so make sure that you have you apply for asylum. But the first thing to do now, since we are privileged to have TPS, okay, we are very privileged because I think not many countries in Africa has TPS. Okay, the countries that have previously received TPS include, I think, Angola, Liberia, Rwanda, and Sierra Leone. Those are the few countries that I know that receive TPS in Africa. So imagine, so Ambazonians are privileged. La Republique people are also taking advantage. Okay, they have been taking advantage in many times, many years back in the days when we had the NCNC. La Republique citizens take advantage of that. They too say they have a NCNC problem, whereas they had no problem back then, right? They took advantage of that. But at the end of the day, this is one of the benefits of our March Pass of yesterday, right? This document today has made Ambazonians to understand that when you go and protest, the world sees you. Okay, the people of the world see your cry. They know. Okay, if you sit quietly at home, you don't do all these protests, you don't do all the, nobody take note of you. People have their own issues, right? But when you go out and protest and make the people know that Ambazonian has a problem, they have this problem at home, they are this is what is going on, people tend to understand, right? So it's very difficult for you to know what is happening in other people's countries. Okay, sometimes until you tell them. So help talk to your people at work, talk to your colleagues, talk to your neighbors, talk to everybody you meet about the problem. That's how the problem goes far and wide, and people start knowing about your problem. Okay, today the benefit of this TPS, the holders of this TPS, spread across America. Okay, yes, we have most Cameroonians, California, Florida, New York, they have TPS. Okay, yeah, so it's an advantage for Ambazonians because TPS is given only to countries in times of crisis. Okay, don't forget crisis. America recognizes that there is an ongoing conflict. Okay, so that ongoing armed conflict, is the only country that they designate TPS. Remember, they gave us TPS together with Ukraine. Both Ambazonia and Ukraine were the last recipients of TPS. So imagine, in the whole of Africa now, I think Ambazonians and Cameroonians, La Republique people, and I think 2 other countries that are currently in crisis are the people that are having TPS. So America will not give TPS if they don't recognize that you have a conflict in your country. America will not give you TPS. Okay, so this is just a sign, a recognition that yes, there is crisis, and we recognize that all right, thank you for temporary. It means that then the cost. Some people ask, does it cost? Yes. So as I was saying, we have opportunity here where they well know that we are in conflict. TPS is only given to countries that are in crisis, either humanitarian crisis or environmental disaster or earthquake, hurricane or drought or epidemic. Okay, but without that, they don't give TPS to any country. So they recognize that there is an ongoing armed conflict, such as a civil war, a war of independence, or that is why they gave us that TPS. Okay, they will not uplift it. That's why they just sign the letter. The Congress, okay, asked the President Biden to grant to extend the TPS till 2024. Okay, meaning that they are trying to tell the Biden administration that these people are in crisis. We need an extension of this, and that is why they are trying to tell Biden that please, these people need this extension. Okay, and it's a good thing, because when you see a document that has been signed by about maybe so many of them sign it, most of the member of Congress, okay, of the United States, they sign it, meaning that they recognize that there is still a problem in Cameroon. Let me read just an excerpt of it, okay? Dear Secretary Mayorkas, so it's addressed to the Secretary of State, okay, the U.S. Secretary of State. They say, we urge the Department of Homeland Security to issue an 18-month extension and redesignation of temporary protected status for the people of Ambazonians, Southern Cameroon, which will expire on the 7th of December 2023. It means that this current one will expire on the 7th of December 2023. So these congressmen are writing to the Secretary of State so that the Department of Homeland Security should extend it for 18 months. The department determined that the designation was warranted because of the ongoing armed conflict and the extraordinary and temporary country conditions, including violence against civilians and widespread internal displacement, okay, heinous war crimes and acute shortages of vital necessity that render safe return impossible. That is very important, okay? The devastating consequences of the civil war in Cameroon have persisted since the initial designation. So that designation of the TPS was a cause because of the civil war, or the war that's going on in between Ambazonia and La Republique. That is why these congressmen, they are about how many of them? More than 20 of them signed this document. So this is a document from the American Congress. Okay, when you hear us blasting these people who call themselves parliamentarians, this is the kind of job they were supposed to be doing. Or what? Last time I saw their own communique, they went and signed something where they said that they are not allowing them to be part of a commission. They are not appointing some people in. Come on, These are the kind of thing that they should be. This is something that they were supposed to do. They were supposed to write this kind of thing to the United States government, right? If they truly represent the people of Southern Cameroon in that parliament, they were the one to write this kind of document to help their fellow Ambazonians or Southern Cameroonians in America, for them to extend their stay. Okay, I just don't understand the job of diplomats, the job of these parliamentarians, the job of these people who claim they represent people, right? When you are a parliamentarian, you know that, okay, for example, when migrants or Ambazonians are fleeing a crisis, you are from a constituency. You don't even ask the government to help, like you saw, like in Tunisia, or where I think that was in Libya or what. You saw some Ambazonians that were stuck there. Even some Cameroonians, some La Republic people, they were stuck. What is the work of these people? You can write the Libyan government that please safeguard the life of these people. You saw another video in the ones in Kuwait, where some La Republic girls were stuck there, including some Ambazonians, right? What are they doing in the parliament if they cannot help in situations of crisis? That is the job. Look at this, is American congressmen writing to their government, right? That they should help to extend. So imagine, there are many Cameroonians and Ambazonians here in America who don't have papers. But through this TPS, it helped them to get a pathway to have work permit. But this is American representative. We call them here representative. They call them their parliament. I don't know. But it's the same thing. Representative or parliamentarian are the same thing. This is the job that they in Cameroon, in that kangaroo parliament, they were supposed to do. They were supposed to write the government of America, write any government that they feel that their citizens are in threat, are in kind of problem or environmental, any disaster. Okay, see what happened when the Ukrainian war started. Many Africans were stranded, right? Most African countries did not even care. But you see, America, they will send even a plane, private jet, to go there and carry their citizens. First thing. The other countries will just sit and watch. Their citizens mean nothing to them. That is the thing that people want to fight American citizenship. Because anywhere you are, America will, as an American citizen, America will come there and look for you. Just call them. If you're in Cameroon, you're an American citizen. If even a police officer who you're on the way, you just call American embassy. They will send somebody there to come and save you. You know, that is how they care for their citizens. But this, our own kangaroo parliamentarians there in Yaoundé, they are only to write a communique that they did not allow us to be in a commission of of Commonwealth. What has that got to do with the issue happening in Ambazonia? They have not write a single note. What has that got to do with the problems happening in Ambazonia? They have not done anything. The only thing they know is to go and ask chiefs to go and march, ask funds to go and pour libation. Whether they are doing that for what, I don't know. Then they are marching. Oh, Dimabola, Pobia, Masoma, Edube. That's all they know. CPDM. This is American government writing their government. This American representative, call it parliamentarians. They are writing the American Secretary of State, right? telling him that on December 7, most Cameroonians, Ambazonians, their TPS will expire. Please help to extend it for 18 more months because the crisis in Ambazonia is still ongoing. Okay. The letter continues that Cameroon continues to grapple with the very same issues the department highlighted last year in the initial notice of designation. Okay. Regrettably, the situation has deteriorated as armed violence persists. So this is what they're telling the American government, that the condition, so the notion that Cameroon is saying, oh, things have gone back to normal. America does not know that. America know that the crisis has deteriorated. Okay, as the armed violence persists. Okay, and the latest peace process remains in a standstill. Remember, we told you that La Republic has run away from 2 negotiation processes. So American government understand that. They know that La Republic is playing that they are magu. They don't want to go for negotiation. Okay, so the number of Southern Cameroonians and Ambazonians in need of humanitarian assistance has grown since 2022. That is the letter they are writing. The United Nations estimate that 4.7 million people, or 1 out of every 6 people in Cameroon, are affected. Okay, marking a 20% increase from 2022. So now they instead know that the crisis has deteriorated. Okay, due to the heightened risk of armed violence, the kidnapping of by these La Republic soldiers, and the overall crime. Okay, so the U.S. State Department has issued to their citizen, the American citizen, if you go to the American Embassy website in Yaoundé, you see the website, they say do not travel. Okay, and Cameroon is one of those. Ambazonia is one of those. Okay, so that is what they are, and these are people who are not even Cameroonians. They are not Ambazonians, but they are writing to the U.S. government to help safeguard the life of these Southern Cameroonians in the USA from a return to these dangerous conditions. Okay, and those that are in need of urgent necessity, right? So this is what when you hear us blasting these parliamentarians, they're crying. They are paper tigers. They don't do anything in the parliament. All they do is go and sit and watch. They have accepted that they don't have any job there. Okay, they don't have any job there. Okay, it's just terrible.
Be with Abano we agenda. We will Agemo, Agemo we agenda. Abano 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 we agenda. We will Abano Saibena. Abano we agenda. We will Agemo Saibena. Agemo we agenda. Agemo we agenda. Agemo we agenda. Don't do that. Shama Beshua, Wamata, Beshama Beshua. He will Abano, Abano, we are in the home. He will Abemo, Agemo, we are in the 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 Agemo, we are in the. Monteguagado, papa, Jimbani, oh, Monteguagado, mama, do Jimbani, Monteguagado, Puro, Pimuano, Veshama, Veshua, Veshama, Veshua, Veshama, Veshua, Veshama, Veshua, Veshama, Veshua, Veshama, Veshua, Veshama, Veshua. He will Abano Saibena, Abano, we are in that. He will Ogemo Saibena, Agemo, we are in that. Agemo, we are in that. Agemo, we are in that. Abano, we are in that. Agemo, we are in that. Ore, what's that? Ore, what's that? Ore, what's that? Ore, what's that? Abia Yawan, Abia Yawan. Ah.
These are well-trained soldiers of Major General Tokandu.
Attention! Mark! Time! Left!
As the last reminder, Major General will be rising to welcome the military. Let each and everyone rise up. No one should each and everyone should rise up. No one should Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to welcome our military as they march into the ceremonial ground. The marching is being led by no other person than the three warriors, Colonel 424. Put your hands together for our military. They march uniformly. This is to show to you that these are well-trained under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Samuel Sabo, who is the interim
These are well-trained soldiers of Major General Tokandu.
Attention! Mark! Time! Left!
As the last reminder, Major General will be rising to welcome the military. Let each and everyone rise up. No one should be silent. Each and everyone should rise up. No one should be silent. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to welcome our military as they march into the ceremonial ground. The marching is being led by no other person than the three warriors, Colonel 424. Put your hands together for our military. They march uniformly. This is to show to you that these are well-trained under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Samuel Sabo, who is the interim president for the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. And as a big surprise, you see the snipers and the scholarship that are not well for security. What they are doing. Ladies and gentlemen,
Maju bim bo bo bo. Maju bim bo bo bo. Oh my home, when shall I see my home? When shall I see my native land? I will never forget my home. Oh my home, when shall I see my home? When shall I see my native land? I will never forget my home. Oh my home, when shall I see my home? When shall I see my native land? I will never forget my home. Home again, when shall I see my home? When shall I see my home? I I will never forget my home.
Manchu. Now commando so with Captain Ali under the region of General Grandpa, they don't enter our terrain. We deal with them so. Yes, we deal with them. Now our captain that. Now our captain that so. 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 Now I feel my shoe. Now commando they talk so.
Well-trained and well-organized soldiers of Major General Tokandu. You can see by yourself. Well-trained and well-organized soldiers of Major General Tokandu. You can see by yourself. Well-trained and well-organized soldiers of Major Today is the 1st of October 2023, as you can see. This is Major General Tokandu from Bui County, leading his battalion. Very soon the Major General will take his seat and we will start with our program.
Amazonia will be sung, after which march past will follow suit.
Today is the 1st of October 2023, as you can see. This is Major General Tokandu from Bui County, leading his battalion. Very soon the Major General will take his seat and we will start with our program.
Amazonia will be sung, after which march past will follow suit.
Today is the 1st of Major General Tokandu from Bui County. battalion of Major General Tokandu, well-trained and well-organized soldiers of Major General Tokandu, happening live in Bui County. Today, the 1st of October 2023, you can see the soldiers enjoying, alongside with their civilians, celebrating their Independence Day, the 1st of October. You can see the crowd, you can see the civilian. Everybody is determined to celebrate their Independence Day. Look at the soldiers celebrating. You can see right behind, some of the soldiers are still at their guard position. It is not easy. Precisely at the Peckham. Major General Tokandu from Bui County. The battalion of Major General Tokandu, well-trained and well-organized soldiers of Major General Tokandu, happening live in Bui County. Today, the 1st of October 2023, you can see the soldiers enjoying, alongside with their civilians, celebrating their Independence Day, the 1st of October. You can see the crowd, you can see the civilian. Everybody is determined to celebrate their Independence Day. Look at the soldiers celebrating. You can see right behind, some of the soldiers are still at their guard position. It is not easy. Precisely at the Peckham.
Mon frère, si tu ne connais rien, faut te taire. Faut te taire. Le régime de Biya est plus tribaliste au monde. Au monde, je dis. Soit Aïdjo. Je vais te citer. Lui-même Aïdjo, président de la République, paix à son âme, était du Nord. Et sa femme, Germaine Aïdjo, était de l'extrême nord de Mokolo. Je te cite. Son secrétaire général s'appelait Samuel Eboa. Il était de Kongsamba. Son directeur de cabinet civil s'appelait Aïssi Bondo. Il était du centre-sud. Son directeur de cabinet militaire s'appelait Benaye Kappa. Il était de Kribi. Son directeur de la garde présidentielle était de Kaele. Il s'appelait Bouba Kaele. Le directeur de la police s'appelait Kondi. Il n'était pas du Nord. Le directeur du service de renseignement était de Fumban. Il s'appelait Foshibe. Tatao James, un anglophone, il était à la marine. Angouan était du renseignement de la gendarmerie. Il n'était pas du Nord. Le Cameroun avait un seul chef d'état-major des armées. Il s'appelait Semenge. Le ministre de la Finance n'était pas du Nord. Aïdjo partageait le pouvoir. Il n'avait pas de complot. Jamais. Mais regarde avec Biya. Regarde avec Biya. Écoute très bien. Biya lui-même est Betty Boulou. Sa femme Chantal Biya est Betty Boulou. Son secrétaire général, Betty Boulou, Ngongo. Son directeur de cabinet civil est Betty Boulou, Bondo Ayolo. Son chef d'état-major particulier est Betty Boulou, Amiral Fouda. Le chef de sa garde présidentielle est Betty Boulou. Le chef d'état-major général des armées est Betty Boulou, Meka. Le directeur de la police est Betty Boulou, Bargangele, Ayo, Bargangele, Ayo, Bargangele. Le directeur de la gendarmerie, secrétaire d'État à la défense est Betty Boulou. Si c'est toi, Galaxy. Le chef de renseignement DGR est Betty Boulou. Echo Maxime. Le ministre de la Défense est Betty Boulou, Assomo. Le ministre des Finances est Betty Boulou, Motazé. Regarde-moi ça. Le directeur de la police militaire est Betty Boulou. Les procureurs généraux sont des Betty Boulou. C'est-à-dire, quand on te prend même au nord, si tu as un problème, on t'envoie directement là-bas, à Yaoundé là-bas. C'est eux. C'est eux. Les procureurs généraux là sont des Betty Boulou. Donc ça veut dire que c'est quand le patron de Betty Boulou, Biya, décide quelque chose qu'ils exécutent. Le chef du GSO est Betty Boulou. La marine est Betty Boulou. Les ambassadeurs, chefs, sont des Betty Boulou. Les gouverneurs des régions importantes sont des Betty Boulou. Ne parlons pas du port, l'aéroport, là où il y a l'argent, tout ça là. Il n'y a que des Betty Boulou à côté. Les préfets des villes importantes sont des Betty Boulou au Cameroun là-bas. Etc., etc., les Betty Boulou, les Betty Boulou, les Betty Boulou, etc. Finalement, qui est plus tribaliste entre Aïdjo et Biya? C'est Biya. Biya, c'est le patron du tribalisme. C'est lui qui a porté le tribalisme d'État. Aïdjo n'était pas tribaliste. C'est Biya le patron. C'est Biya le patron du tribalisme. Ce qu'on appelle le tribalisme d'État là, c'est Biya qui est le patron de ça. Donc, écoute très bien. Mon frère.
Yes. Oh, sorry. That
Donc ça veut dire que c'est quand le patron des petits boulous décide quelque chose qu'ils exécutent.
sorry, that volume is down. So yeah, so that is it. And you know, I was just talking about that, but it happens like that. So thank you for watching, and we're gonna see in the next episode. Okay, sorry about the volume thing. It just turned out to be slow in that area. Okay.